I'm going to show you how to warm up your voice using an ordinary drinking straw. Now you can get singer straws that you can buy. And one of the advantages of buying one of the singing straw sets is they often come in different lengths and size, diameters, and that can all impact how successful you are with it. But I'm going to show you how an ordinary drinking straw can do most of what you can do with one of those fancy, expensive ones. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to basically begin to warm up the very bottom of the voice. Now, this video here is designed for female or treble voices. So I'm going to start you in a place that is comfortable for that. If you are looking for a warm up for male voices, then have a little look on my profile. There is another video there for that. So you're going to take your straw, and the idea is we're going to blow through the straw, making a kind of an ooh sound as we do it. Ooh. Now it's important that the air is coming through the straw and not out of your nose or out of the sides of your mouth. So you might want to double check whether the air is coming out there. Now you can use your hand to do that. Ooh, I can feel the air coming out of the bottom of the straw. Ooh, I can feel that there's no air coming out of my nose. Ooh, I can feel that there's no air coming out of the corner of my mouth. That's what we're aiming for. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to say, nice and simple, up and down. We want to keep that airflow consistent. Very good. Now at this point, we can start to think about whether the straw that we're using is optimal for our own voice. So if you found that when you were singing through the straw just then, you were feeling quite tight and uncomfortable in your voice, you might want to add a second straw. And you can do it with 2 straws at the same time, which will increase your airflow and hopefully make life a little bit easier for you. If you found that the air was flowing out really quite too much and it felt like you were running out of air before the end of it, you might want to find a smaller straw, like one of those coffee stirrer straws. That might give you a better resistance to the airflow. Let's carry on. So now we've done the very bottom of the voice. Now we want to add more of a stretch to the voice. So we're going to start to extend the scale pattern a little bit. So now let's use this scale pattern, which is just a basic arpeggio, to do the same thing. So same woo down the straw. Ready? Very good. Another thing you want to play around with the straw is the difference between puffing your cheeks up as you blow into it versus keeping your cheeks a little flatter. Generally speaking, the puffed cheeks is going to give you a better resistance to the air a better flow of air. So you're going to find it a lot easier to do the exercises. But you experiment, because every single voice is unique, and what works for one person may not necessarily work for the next person. So it's entirely down to you to experiment, to play, and to find the combination that works best for you. Okay, now we've begun a little bit of a stretch. Now we're going to take it into the full voice. So we're going to use a much longer scale to do that on. And that sounds like this. Now, don't worry if you've not heard this scale pattern before. It's a little intimidating the first time you hear it. I'm going to play it a couple of times for you. And if you need to hear it any extra times, just rewind back, listen again until you've got it. So take your straw. Should feel free and easy. Keep checking the air's flowing. Very good. 5 to 6 minutes of vocalizing down the straw in a comfortable way should get your voice prepared to work in an optimum way, so that you get the most efficient use of the voice and the techniques that you already have. It can also be used to help you develop new techniques and new coordination, but the purpose of these exercises right now is purely to get your voice warmed up, not necessarily to build new skills, new coordination. Different types of exercises are better designed for that purpose. But from now on, before you go to do any singing, if you could spend 5 to 6 minutes with your straw, you will begin to notice how much easier it is to launch into your songs, to launch into whatever else it is that you plan to do with your voice. Give it a go. See how you get on.